Alright guys, just finished up these two duallys. Wanted to bring them to you. The black one's got the 12-inch Cognito, 42s, and a whole bunch of other goodies. On this red one here, we've got the 4-inch Cognito, 37 ridge grapplers on the factory 18s. This is the Cognito 12-inch Elka series. Wheel lights and rock lights. It's all ran into the truck with a master multi-light controller switch, as are the air horns. All the lights have been smoked. Did add the train horn on the rear. The horn blaster setup, of course. This is also wired into the multi-light controller so that you don't have any unnecessary buttons in there. The 42s obviously really make the 37s look a lot smaller. Got the 26-inch KG1 wheels, 42-inch Toyo MPs, these are 1550s. We did have to run a special adapter to move it out far enough to clear the inner spring, as well as a spacer in between for enough clearance for these two monster 1550s. Those are all built by Bora. Custom built for this truck. So as I said, they're 26-inch KG1 wheels, 12-inch Cognito with the 2.5 series Elka shocks. It's all powder-coated illusion purple. We did have the grill shell painted black to match as well. When the lights are off, you can really tell that the lights are smoked. On this setup, we did have to do the Kelderman caps. As you see here, for additional tire clearance, trim the inner plastics. Same thing up here, trim the inner plastics, your lower valence, move the bumper forward 3/4 of an inch. And then we built the inner filler panel here. This just hides the gap so it's not obvious that the bumper's been moved forward. That's a powder coated satin black to kind of just blend in. I think that's most of the major details on this one. I'm sure I'm leaving out some other stuff. I think we also did a backflip bed cover and a couple other details along the way. We do have the multi-light controller that is in the cab that controls the lights and the train horn, and I believe it's an 8-gang, so we can always add more to it if needed. On this one, much simpler setup, as this is going to be a 4-inch Cognito, their performance series. It's going to have the 2.0 Resi shocks, Pittman and idler arm brace, 37 1250 18 Nitto ridges. No spacers are required on the front, but we do have to run a spacer in the back to have enough clearance between the rear dually tires. I should also mention on the rear that we got the springs have been fully powder coated on this one. All the bushings were removed and then replaced. Ilka series shocks, the clamps are powder coated. Bank stiff covers powder coated. This train horn mount, we actually had to build a bracket to tuck it up into the frame rail a little bit more than how it came. That's just hanging below the spare tire mount. We just removed the spare tire mount. It tucked up nicer and was much more stable that way. I'm sure I'll probably leaving out some details on this one, but a lot went into it. Alright guys, that's it for now. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, stay tuned for more.